People are in here. Hey, everybody. Tina's Brief, Scuba Steve, Mystery Snail Guardians, Snoochie Booch, Bunny Viper. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Nano, Muppet, 3G. Yeah, I just got in here. Cool. We got some fresh tap water for the reef tank. Test the TDS on it. No, the tripod. TDS has been creeping up a little bit. 34. But nothing I'm too worried about. Be surprised the amount of reefers that are shocked when I tell them I just use tap water. But fuck all that RODI shit. When I get the bigger tank going, well, before I get it going, I'm gonna get a small, maybe 50, 75 gallon per day RO unit. Yeah, 34 is still pretty low, but I'm used to it being around 11 to 18 year round. It doesn't usually swing that much, but this year we haven't had a whole lot of water. So our reservoirs are looking a little more uh, dry. So I imagine the TDS just creeps up. There goes the ATO. It just spout off a little bit of water. How is everyone's day going? Vinosky, did I miss you? Yeah, I did. What's going up, Vinosky? Well, all the fish are doing really good. Although today I'm looking at my goby, my yellow goby. He's out right here. Uh, and one of his eyes is a little cloudy. So I'm thinking maybe somebody got in a fight with him overnight, because definitely didn't have that last night. So, uh, just something that happens. It's not like inflamed or swollen. It's just a little cloudy than the other one, the other eye. The other eye is fine, crystal clear. But we got a bunch of stuff we got to do. Well, I got a bunch of stuff I got to do in this tank today. So we'll see how long this stream will go for. But we gotta control some of the Aptasia that's in here. I've kind of been lazy. I haven't done it in a couple months. But we're going to use some Aptasia X and get after some of the big ones and little ones that I can see and just paste them. Paste all over, let them sit for a few minutes. And then when we do the water change, I'll try and suck all that shit out with the water change. And then we also have to do a little bit of work on this guy. There's a vermented snail on this side of him. And before that gets out of hand, because I've been gracious by the reef gods and blessed with no vermented snails taking over. Caught them once on the candy cane, and I scraped them off early enough to where they didn't spread. So now that I'm starting to see them, I'm going to scrape them off real good. And I've done it before, so I know what I'm doing. I just got to be careful because it is really, really close to the tissue of this Favia. So I do have to be careful with that. I think I am going to wear some gloves when I'm doing that. Probably should. So I'll go grab a little pair of plastic gloves. Fermented? It's with a V. Vermented. Something like that. But they're more of a worm than a snail. But they're like this pink calciferous, like they build this calcium shell like a snail, and they have this long filament thing, and they can piss off your corals, and they can take over your tank if you just let them go unchecked. So that's why it's really good to quarantine corals in a separate tank, so you can catch it in a quarantine tank and get them out from there. But they're not something that you can usually dip for. Similar to Aptasia, they're not affected by dip. So we're going to have to do a little bit of surgery on the Favia. Just to get that shit out. I do not want fermented snails taking over my rock work. Because if I ever go to sell it, no one's going to want it if it's got fermented snails. But I don't want to sell my rock work. I'm going to keep it. There you go. Gina's got it. I can't type in the StreamYards. But this is what I use for the Aptasia. It's the Aptasia X. Can't really see it in the bag. And then for the vermented snails, I got this drawer of goodies. Got this thing. All sorts of shit in there. This is what I used last time to really get it off. But yeah, we'll get in there. We'll get that sucker removed so that coral can be a little bit more happy. And we got to test salinity. And we also got to test alkalinity. I know it has dipped below 9. So that's still fine. I just don't want it going under 8. But it should be around 8.8. but alkalinity has been staying stable, and I really like that. And you can see all the coralline growth on the power heads in there. I did have some growing on the back glass, but it like died back for some reason. I think that was when I was going through that big alkalinity swing. So I was going through a pretty large swing for a couple weeks. Well, for a while. Sky Dancer, what's going on? I think I missed you. It's a little above 1.026, like 1.028, maybe 27. But I think that's because last time when I did a water change, I filled it up too much. And since the auto top off is a little bit lower than the rim, and I filled it up higher, since it evaporates and only evaporated back up to there, the salinity stayed there. But it's been staying stable at that level, so that's good. So today we'll try to bring it down a little bit and try not to overfill it past this. Don't go past the lid. And then hopefully we'll get that back down to 1.026, 25. Hey Sherry, what's going on? Y'all didn't know Sherry got her eBay store. I think I don't know how long she's had it, but I just found out about it. So check it out. I didn't know she had an eBay store. I didn't know people could still sell fish on eBay. Hello, little guy. Oh, that's a different Sherry. Man, I'm getting confused. Sorry about that. I gotta. I thought maybe it was a different account because the picture looks just like the other Sherry. My eyes are bad. I hope everyone's having a good Monday. No aquatic morning show. Sounds like Jess is not doing too well. I hope she gets better. Anyone know? Can I use a piece of driftwood in my tank if it has a nail stuck in it that I can't get out? Or is that a no-go? I would be worried about it leaching some kind of chemical or metal into the water. I probably wouldn't. Uh, you could probably drill it out, maybe, but then it'll leave a big hole in the wood. Oh no, one of your platies died. I'm sorry about that. Sometimes that happens with the platies and the guppies and live bears. Thanks, Ian. I was assuming it was a no, but was hoping it would be okay. Hmm. Well, it's hard to know on what type it is, on what type of nail, because I know like some type of screws are used into for different screwing different pieces of wood together or screwing them to slate. But they use a specific screw for that. What up, Jason? Have a lone female platy to herself. She's old, so I don't want to move her. Will she be okay alone? Yeah, she'll be fine alone. She probably will not be as active alone. Um, but she'll still come out to eat and stuff. She might become really active and be really personable. I mean, it depends on how the fish does. But I think the platy should be fine. Ooh, I'm still here. Alice, Sean, what up? Yeah, everyone's getting ready for the clash. Do you check KH and GH as well? Is that important for Soul? So Snoochie, I do check alkalinity, that's DKH, every day, once a day, usually in the morning. Try to keep it at the same time every day. Um, and I do check calcium every once in a while, if I remember. That's pretty much it. Oh, and salinity. I check salinity daily. That's the two things. I check my nitrates, phosphates about once a month. Yeah, not a whole lot. I do want to get into testing magnesium. See what my magnesium is. Here, working on the dry good order. Cool, Gina. Don't forget to send me those pictures of button scullies. Along with the prices of them. How often do you do a water change? I do a water change once a week. Sometimes I'll uh, miss a day or two, but nothing too extreme. I do about that much, maybe that much. Today, I think we're going to do about that much because there's a lot of aptasia I got to try and get out of there. But I do have to start uh, pumping the water that we're going to change, or pumping the water that we're going to put in. I just use like a aqua top. I forget how many gallons per hour, but the aqua top powerhead. ABC, what up? Steph, what up? Fishymon, do it now. Thanks, Gina. Only Oscars, what's going on? Sent on Discord. Cool. I'll take a look. Thanks, Gina. Looking at one on the left. That one looks pretty cool under the white lights. I think it's taken under white lights. It's 75. So the temperature of that water and that water pretty much the same. That's 78.6, and the Inkbird's reading 78.2 on that. What light do you use? I use the Nicrew Marine LED. I think I have the paperwork for it. Right there. Somewhere. This one. Reef LED. It's pretty cool. It's got two color channels. It's got blues on one channel and whites and greens and reds on another channel. And I have the channel one, which is the white, greens, and reds all together. I have that on at 60%, and then the blues are at 100%. And it's cheap too. It was under 70 bucks on Amazon. This is the second light I've had to get. Let me see if I can pull you up right there. It's just a strip light. 70 bucks for the 18-inch. But they got a built-in timer, built-in ramp time. I believe there's a couple other features, but I think for the price, being able to change each individual channel intensity. What?
Have you seen the road on our new plane? I had to fix it. It was smaller than the cup.
Ah. It's fairly budget. The main thing that's kind of pricey is the power head. This is an AI Nero 3. And I freaking love this thing. It's the best power head. Only power head I've ever used, but the best dang one I've ever used. It's so convenient. I love the app and the customability of it. It does have an ATO, not auto top off. That was like 60, 70 bucks. Power head was 130. The filter was like 50 bucks. The rock was around 90 bucks altogether. The sand, I forget how much the sand was. I think that was like 20 bucks. The light, 70. Yeah. not a whole lot goes into it, and you don't have to spend it all at once. The I started out with just the light and the hang on back and a few pieces of rock, and then I got some more rock, uh, then the power head. I also got fans on the top. Those fans right there. They actually do help. If the tank reaches 80 degrees, Inkbird turns them on, and they just blow cool air or blow air on top of the water and evaporative cooling, I guess. Science cools it down. And if I let it keep running, I imagine it would cool it down quite a bit. But the Inkbird turns it off once it gets to 79 degrees. And then the heater only turns on when it reaches 78 degrees. See, there it goes. It just turned on the heater. Right there, it's heater, 78 degrees. That's 79, so that's the set temperature is 79. So usually the temperature of the tank doesn't swing more than 1 or 2 degrees throughout the day. Be surprised. These nano aquariums, they are fun, but things happen very fast. Salinity changes very fast. Temperature swings happen very fast. Alkalinity swings. So, and especially if you want to try and keep a bunch of different types of corals together, it's good to keep things stable the best I can. I think I'm missing chat. Neo 3s and 5s haven't been available for me to order in weeks. Well, what the heck? I think they're better than the MPs, not the Vortex, but the MP40s, MP10s. Most of my fish fan folks, but not many know me. Much more than I talk. Well, I'm glad to see you popping into chats more often. What heater am I using? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. It's a titanium heater, 50 watt, Vivo Sun. Nothing too fancy. I didn't really care about the heater brand because I know I'm gonna have it hooked up to my Inkbird. Rico is doing good. He just hasn't been streaming. I think he's just taking a break, getting things ready for Fish Fam Christmas. You know, I think Fish Fam Christmas is going to be really good this year. By the way, if you haven't, I've been real lazy, guys. Procrastinate. I know I need to get it done. Sign up for the Fish Fam Christmas. But if you're a streamer or want to get into streaming, now's a good time to start getting into it. Okay, let's add some salt. What's Fish Fam Christmas? Fish Fam Christmas is where a bunch of YouTubers do a bunch of streams and they give a bunch of stuff away. Bro, what is he doing? Do you see this? Look at it. He's on the fucking filter. Are you okay? You're just stuck up on the... You want to get off of there? No, you're fine. I think he just wanted to take a nap there. Weird little fish. Isn't this a sight of goodness? Mysterious white powders in a bag. What do you think it is? Salt. That's what it is. What salt do you guys use on your reef tanks? If you guys have a reef tank. Have a good stream, Ritesh. Get super nervous online streams. I hope that I can break that anxiety. I don't know how you guys do it. Do you ever get nervous? Oh, all the fucking time I get nervous. You know? I get nervous talking to people at work. That's why I kind of like stopped talking for a bit and try and not freak out. But yeah, it's getting used to. And I think the Fish Fam is just really positive and motivating me to actually stream and kind of get over that anxiety of streaming. Because at the end of the day, we're all just keeping fish, trying to have a good time. Instant ocean refills, but you're gonna switch to Fritz RPM when it's gone. See, I started with Fritz RPM, but then I was like, man, I was talking to my fish store, and they were like, oh man, that stuff's crap. I didn't sell it. And I was like, I couldn't find it except for on Amazon. I didn't really want to pay for it on Amazon. So I switched over to the Red Sea Black Bucket. But I did find the Fritz RPM. I had a harder time keeping alkalinity up. I noticed that my alkalinity was always low. It might have just been my bag, but that was before I was trying to do stony corals. I didn't really care that my alkalinity was low, and I didn't test my alkalinity that often. But even when I made my first batch of salt, you should always test your salt water on your first batch. And always make sure you mix it up good. Get a new bag of salt, but the, you want to know what alkalinity and shit your salt has. And I noticed the Fritz I used was low. But I think Gina is also doing a bunch of dosing and crap. So I don't do any dosing or anything. But the Fritz RPM, not Fritz, but the Red Sea mixes pretty fast and its alkalinity is high, like 10.9, sometimes 11. I think that's what I used was the blue. Still have a bit of it. I use it for brine shrimp now. Whenever I make baby brine shrimp. Mark Stroelson, what's going on? CPDs in the bathroom tank already. I have a few babies in there, crazy. And half the long heat in this batch is barely using distilled water. Just did it. Nice. So I'm thinking of setting up a frag tank in the future. Or maybe I'll make this a frag tank when I get the big system up. Because I do want to try and keep this tank and maybe use it as like a quarantine, but I know you want to quarantine and keep your frag propagation separate. So I don't know about that. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Almost forgot to test the alkalinity. Had it all set up, ready to go, and everything. Buying an 8-foot frag tank for 200 that's going to turn into a stream tank. 8 foot by 2 foot by 1 foot. ABC, you should just box that up and send it my way. That's what I'm saying. 8 foot by 2 foot. Man. Can you see it? Nope. There it is. 8.9. So doing good, staying stable. That's 8.9 DKH. That's total alkalinity. That's pretty much just a measure of different ions. They swing a lot more frequently than like calcium or magnesium. I could test calcium for you guys. I got the calcium test kit. Calcium. That's the API test kit. What up, Matt? With the zoo. One of the new sponsors of Fishtoberfest. So my tanks going through growth spurt. I think the stuff from from the water column. Any better theories? Well, plants could use a little bit. Um, some soils will take it out. Snails and shrimp definitely use that too. Oscars and Colombian shark catfish gravel. Ah, or it could be the fish using them. Um, it could also be just over time. I think GH gets used up and pHs drop if KH is low. If I think that's how it works, I'm not super knowledgeable on the chemistry. I can go a little bit, but I'm trying to think. Yeah, just over time, I've noticed tanks will lower in pH or GH and KH if they don't have anything adding any GH or KH to the tank. Especially when I have soft water like my tanks. Um, pH swings happen a lot. PNW Aqua, what up, Ryan? GH dropping from 11 down to 3 in 2 to 3 days. What's the KH? Because if your KH is low, then that could be a cause of it. Because GH is mainly just like calcium and magnesium. That can get dissolved very easily in the water if the KH is too low. Because the KH is what keeps the buffer capacity that keeps the GH from swinging. Just thinking it was being absorbed. Well, the fish could be absorbing it too, especially when they get bigger. But I don't think they would be using up that much GH that fast. Although they probably could. Alright, let's test the salinity. of not tub, but bucket water. A little low, 1.019 ish. We gotta add some more salt. KH dropping 11 to 3. GH staying steady at 23. And 11 to 3. GH staying steady. Yeah. Blenny keeps swimming up into the freaking flow. So I think we'll start getting after some Aptasia. I don't know if we'll be able to see it. Maybe. Ah, I got it. Got a macro lens. There's a fat one. So that's an Aptasia, glass anemone, coral piss offers. And we're gonna go after. I'll turn off the flow. I'm also gonna turn off the ATO. What up, Eric? Hello. Crypt Keeper. Oh crap, that's right, I forgot. I don't think I will be able to do any Aptasia X. Cause I broke the fucking plunger. Ah, dumbass. Well, I could use this one, but this one I use for testing water and stuff. Could just get another one. But yeah, I'll just use this. Whatever. That's why I haven't done it. Alright, I shook it up real good. Got a big fat syringe full. Now this stuff is reef safe, supposedly. So, but you'll get an up close shot to see what this does to them. It's pretty weird. Yeah. Man. Super glue fix that for now. Aptasia X. Yup. Let me get the curve. Gonna grab the curved tip. That should do it. Yeah, motherfucker. Now let's get the rest of these. And you want to try to get them while their mouth is still open, from what I've been reading. And they almost eat it like it's a food. They think it's a food. Gobi, get out of here, man. You're fucking up the shot. Now I'm gonna try and get these Aptasia that are on these Zoas. I don't think these Zoas are gonna be very happy. Let's see, let's get these ones in the back. This shit's crazy. Pretty satisfying. Get the ones on candy cane base. There's just a ton in this thing. Not gonna be able to get all of them, but are you murdering this snail thing? I got pulled away. No, I am murdering glass anemones. Aptasia. That stuff looks great. And if you want it cheaper than regular, just lie. You can buy it at hardware. I've heard about using lye. I'm just really hesitant about using lye in an aquarium because I've heard that can go south real fast. But I'm pretty sure that's what this just is like some type of lye mixture. Ran out of that first tube. Gonna have to get some more. For some reason, the Fabia think it's getting fed because it's putting its feeder polyps out. After an Aptasia stung me, ate a green chromis, it was on. What the fuck? An Aptasia? Eating a chromis? That is nuts. Again, super glue probably could fix it, but I'm too lazy. It's not a permanent fix. No, that snail thing we are going to take care of pretty soon, though. Grab some water from the tank. And we're going to place that coral in there. Okay, so Fabia is moved. You can see I got all the ones over here, got all ones that were up here. Still some back there. Got one of the big ones over there. But got this big old sucker. Let's see if we can get a good shot. Oh, see how he reacted to the movement? Watch, he's gonna open his polyps and accept this food. Well, that was a little fast. Get smoking, bitch. I really don't like them. Let's get this big one in. All right. MB Reef, what is up? Missing chat. It's getting the last little Aptasia. I focus on the good. I'm nervous about certain things. I'm not sure. I hope you have an awesome time, Ivy. I don't know if you ever start to have bad problems. You probably find someone that can help you. When I started saw Aptasia, we're not actually pretty cool. Not knowing better, fed it like a prized possession until it turned on me. Let's shatter those glass enemies. Right on. I agree with Mike. In fact, there's just a can't afford to make those kind of expensive mistakes. So true. Yeah. Mistakes do happen. I've made some, and it does suck, but we learn from those mistakes. Still a little low. All right. Should have turned the camera on first for that, but now we gotta get after this fermented snails. Now, coral can be out of the water for a pretty good amount of time. Just don't let them dry out. I said I was going to use gloves, but screw it. But I don't know if you can see them. Right here, this little thingy is a worm. Let me get some light. Is a vermented snail, not a worm. But I've got a few different tools here. These little tweezers. Probably start off with those. See how that does. Now I do have to be super duper careful that I'm not damaging the coral tissue. And this Favia is starting to encrust. Gotta be careful. But with these vermented snails, you really want to dig in there and get as close as you can to the base skeleton. Because even just the teeniest, tiniest bit left of that vermented snail will grow back. See, we're getting it pretty good. Let's take a look in the water. I think that might have just hurt the coral a little bit. So let's hope it bounces back from that. If I have to, I will give it a little dip. Let's try to continue. Gotta get some fresh water. Sorry, everyone. I am missing chat. About 10 minutes out of work. Yep. Debbie, what's going on? It looks like a glazed donut. I still think I see some of that fermented snail piece in there. They can be really deep into the skeleton. And I've seen people actually like cut. Ooh, that was a little too much, maybe. Maybe a little much. Gina, do you think if I give it a little quick revive dip, it'll help it? Let me know. It'll help any infection that might happen. Let me read the bottle. Let me read the bottle. I'm gonna put this back in the water. Okay, so it can be used for injured corals. 4 capsules for 40 milliliters. Per gallon. 40 milliliters per gallon. So how much would I use for like a... I don't have an iodine dip. I've just been using the Revive. This stuff. The 2 little fishies. Is there a difference between an iodine dip and the Revive? Because I think this stuff doesn't contain iodine. No, it doesn't. It contains, looks like plant stuff. And it smells really good. It smells like essential oils. Give it a little bit, just a drop, I guess. I'm going to give it a little drop just in this little cup of water. Do you think a drop of Revive in that little cup of water would be too much or what? Yeah, we'll just do a drop. I don't know. I'll wait for Gina's answer. This little cup of water, it's about 8 ounces, a little less. Let's see, is there any other fermented snails? Get up in there. Any other? I think I saw only the one. I see other worms that aren't fermented snails, but they are calciferous worms. So it says 4 capsules per gallon. How many cups are in a gallon? Man, I swear they taught this shit to me in school. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Iodine that is for two. Iodine for pests. Okay. I should grab a different container. I don't want to dip in there. I'll do a little dip. Dip in this thing. So we'll dip it in this. And then we'll have this water to dip it after the dip so that we can get any of that dip out of there. There we go. Then I've got another little cup. We'll do a double dip because you really don't want to get any kind of reef dip into the tank because it can really harm your copepods and other stuff that's beneficial for the tank. So whenever I do a dip on a coral, I do a double dip of clean water. And we'll see what comes off of it. Close that up. That's Hannah. Okay. So I think I'm only going to do like 2 drops of Revive. Never doubled it. It's just rude. Use like a fourth of a cap. Okay. Maybe I'll do a couple drops. It seems easy to me, all these surgeries on infant snails. Worm snails. Yeah, I mean, there's some weird stuff in saltwater, but there's some really, really cool stuff. Give this a good shake. Green star polyps are all closed up now. I know the flow's been off for a good minute. I do like that much. That's just a little bit. While you're dipping, I read that it's really good to keep the water moving. Man, I should have used a different pipette. See all that shit that's flying off of it.
Towels all over.
So we'll just keep that moving there for a while, few minutes. Thank you, Ivy, for putting up links. 9 away from 300, sorry. Awesome. We'll give it a rest for a few minutes. Oh, yeah. There were definitely some copepods on there. They're all freaking out. So that's why you definitely don't want to get this stuff in your reef tank. It can hurt all your little micro life. And your micro life is what keeps your tank uh, not stable, but biodiverse. Microscopic war. Alright, let's get this guy into some top. And don't do that, motherfucker. Get him out of that dip. Then into here. Oh yeah, keep that separate. Remember that's the dip cutter. A little something on that one. Whoop. This one's clean. Just trying to blow off any stuff. And you'd be surprised the amount of stuff that'll come off your corals. Surgeon in Frankenstein lab. Yep. Never did it. Alright. Get this guy. Then this is fresh, clean salt water. I'll just let them chill in there. Yeah, Miss Gina's at work. Alright. That should be good. Let's get this guy. I'm hoping we got them. All right, so we'll put that back. Put that back. Oh dang, my phone's at 1%. So if I lose y'all, damn, my phone wasn't charging. That's a bummer. My phone sucks, man. I can't really stream from my computer from up here, so let's test the salinity on this sucker one more time. See if we're at desired salinity get. Finish up this tank maintenance. Perfect. 1.025. 25, 26-ish. Just a little bit above that 2.5 mark. Okay. That bucket there. Get this bucket over here. Ooh, I'll be right back. Okay, we're still here. Thanks for streaming in. You helped this insomniac. Well, I'm glad, Mark. I'm sorry you're not getting any sleep. And buy trays later to make mini ice cubes. Use those. Oof. Okay. So now we gotta try and go in there with the tube and get that shit out of there that we put in. Let's put that. One of them Aptasias is stuck in there. Wonder if I can get him. Can I get him? Nope. Right on there. Let me get these. Got pretty close. Gotta make sure I don't pour out more than what the water I made. That's a real bad idea. Got Fisher got most of that shit out of there. Oh, I did forget a whole bunch in the back and on the side. That'll probably be fine. I'll just pick it up with that. I was thinking of maybe putting this Fabia in a new spot, but maybe we'll keep it where it's at for now while it's adjusting. Yeah, I don't like it. 3:30 in the morning. What the heck, Mark? Sorry you can't get some sleep. Okay. And now I got a different tube that I only use for filling up. So I gotta dry my hands off first. If I'm gonna plug in something, I don't recommend plugging in something with a wet hand, especially with salt water. Dry this off first. Get it. All right. Ooh. Mountain greenery, what's going on? Salt water conducts electricity much better than fresh. Yes, it does. Just slowly filling up now. That should be about good. All right. Sorry if y'all can hear the TV. But this is why I really like this switch bar. And thanks to Gina for showing me this thing. I wasn't the one that found it. Gina showed it to me, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool as shit." But pretty much, so everything's turned off except for the light. So if I want to turn on the Nero, flip on this one. And give it a second. There it goes. Nero is going. If I want to turn on the Inkbird, there it goes. 78.8. Perfect. If I want to turn on the title, it's going. And then the ATO. And now everything's running. But you can see all my lights are on. I have 3 switches that aren't hooked up to anything. So I have the 3 most common ones that I'll turn off. That's the Nero, the Inkbird, and the title. And then I have the ATO right here. And then down at the bottom is the light, because I never shut that off. And then hopefully soon, I mean, here's my Inkbird. This comes off with Velcro. You gotta use 2 hands because it's pretty strong Velcro. But yeah, that comes off. I gotta maintain it. And then everything has Velcro on it, even the light, the ATO controller, which is just 2 plugs. It's the only thing I can control on it. So I can control the power and control the pump. So when I need to refill and take this off, I just unplug the pump. Real easy up in the front. And then right here, this little thingy, I don't know if you can see it at the bottom. It's really dark. That's the Nero 3 controller. And that, pretty much I just look at that, and if I see it's orange, I know it's on the random flow setting. If I see it's green, I know it's on the stream setting. If I know it's blue, I know it's on the pulse setting. So, and then I got this nice little empty spot right here. I know exactly what I'm gonna put here. What do you think I'm gonna put here? Just waiting, saving up for it. It's going right here. Oh, you're all good, Gina. I was just preaching about the switch bar that you showed me, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. And so I'm just showing it off here. I got all my switches, so I can easily just shut my hang on back filter off, or I can shut my Inkbird off, shut it back, turn it back on if I need to, turn my title back on. Oh, Hello. Make sure. Sounds like everything's working. Sorry. My phone died. Fucking called it. So, it died just in time, though. We got pretty much everything done. Saltwater changed. Aptasia under control for now. Fermented snail. Taken down, sniped, hunted. Hopefully, he doesn't come back. We'll keep an eye on it. I'm going to keep him on the frag rack so that I can keep a close eye on him. And that's kind of how I treat new corals is I'll keep them on the frag rack where I can keep a good close eye on them, look out for any pests. Because there's a ton of different pests that come in on corals. You would not believe it. If you're just a regular freshwater keeper, you'd think some snails and maybe some hydra or planaria that come in on our plants are bad. Man, there's crabs, coral eating crabs. There's coral eating spiders, coral eating snails, coral eating flatworms, coral eating nudibranchs, aptasia, red bugs, bobbit worms. What else? Bristle worms, Astorina starfish, and then algae. You can get a ton of different types of algae from coral too on the frag plug. So it's important to dip. But dip doesn't get everything. It don't. Vomit worms, bobbit worms. Y'all ever seen a bobbit worm? Look it up, man. That's some terror shit. Better tuck that lip in, Bubba. What up, 3G? I think I'm getting tired. I've been up since about the end of Brennan's stream. I don't know if any of y'all caught Brennan's stream last night, but don't really know what that is. Okay, I will Google it and show you guys. Beware. This might give you night terrors. Okay? I'm just telling you now. These things are fucking scary. And they fucking are ambush predators that just sit in the sand and they eat not worms, but fish all day. That's their mouth. You ever seen how big they can get? They can get like 6 feet, 10 feet, I think. They get huge. There's a bobbit worm. Oh. Let's see a video. Maybe I shouldn't do a video because that might get me canceled. Look at these fucking things, man. It's like something off Tremors. That's their face. I guess we totally forgot about different algae last night. Oh, damn. Please no video. I have to sleep tonight. Hashtag catfish bait. Yeah. So that's a friendly neighborhood bobbit worm. There's all sorts of worms. I think there's like the orange salt water. These things. Oh, that's a bristle worm. This thing. Medusa worms. These things are actually pretty cool. And they're really good for a reef tank, actually. These guys are detritivores, and all they do is just sift in the sand all day and eat poop, and algae, and stuff in the sand. So these things are like really cool, weird guys to have in a reef tank. What I think about these Medusa worms. I believe they are reef safe. Medusa. I can type. Medusa worm reef tank. Medusa worms, a friend or foe. You might have seen them on purpose. Checkers. That's not the one. Oh, they're a sea cucumber. I didn't know that. Gina might know about Medusa worms. Oh my holy fuck nuggets, those bobbit worms can be fatal to humans. I'm never going back to the beach. I think they're tropicals then. I think you might be safe. But there's a Medusa worm. And then there's the good old bristle worm. The bristle worm. Bristle worms. They have a bunch of different species of them. And some of them are harmless. Well, not harmless. They can still hurt you. And some of them will kill you. I think it's these bright, colorful ones that will kill you. But pretty much all those little fuzzies, those are little thorn, spiky things. And whatever they rub up against, they'll kind of do that. Just leave these little hairs in your skin. It's pretty painful and irritating. Yeah, that's a good old bristleworm attack. But these guys are pretty much harmless, except that if you don't pick them up, just don't pick up a bristleworm. Leave them alone. Leave them in the substrate. Leave them in the rock. They clean stuff. Pretty beneficial, I think. And this is like the more of the style of the one that I have, that I see in my tank, are like these little ones. Like these. But they can get big. See, this guy right here, he's dumb.
because just don't pick up a bristleworm, okay? I'm telling you right now, you're not going to have a fun time. Just don't do it. I wouldn't recommend it. Sky Group 40 minutes. I've been there enough miles away. I'm probably good. Nightmare Food. Can't some bristleworms get huge? Yeah, they can get pretty big, like 17, 24 inches long. Like you can see some of these guys. Pretty huge, pretty long. You can kind of see from the size of this one in this guy's hand. That is a bobbit worm. Not a bristleworm. That's a bobbit worm. Oh, look at the face of the bristleworm. Cute. Just little filter feeders. Cognizant of keeping some. I'm trying to get you guys interested into the microfauna of these reef tanks. They might be scary at first, but really, it's not that bad as long as you just leave them the fuck alone. Now, this is nightmare fuel. I don't know who the fuck is doing this, but I think I will change the picture. I think I will stop at that. Now that picture, that was scary. I did not like that one bit. Here's Mr. Flowerhorn. Some fresh water for y'all. He's doing really good. I did lose my my rare rainbow fish. They died. They've just been they were acting really weird the past few days, and I don't know what happened, to be honest. Tested the tank. Tank was fine. Did a water change, and they died the next day. So I don't know. But whereas the Williams Creek rainbow fish, and it was only them, man. Everyone else is doing fine. But look at that. Well, you guys can understand that, I still like my fresh water. Still love my planted tanks. It's not all just salty here. This tank's making a good comeback. Look, Zen, I never said that. You don't have to do it perfectly. I didn't do my tank perfectly. A balanced reef tank is going to have bristleworms. It's going to have weird creatures you don't understand and might scare you. But depending on what it is, it might not be that bad. And, some things can be. And that's why it's important to know and try to figure out these things for a reef tank. And I do understand that a reef tank and saltwater tanks are not for everybody. I'm just trying to share my information and experience. Oh, thank you, Sky. I was kind of bummed because those were really cool rainbow fish. But you can see that boost, this boost of Philandra right there. It's got a little flower on it. So it's doing well. And I did get this in, the premium nutrition, so I'm trying that out. Just doing a pump per day for now, seeing how that goes. And then doing a water change at the end of the week. But, I've always kind of wanted a saltwater tank. And I watched a ton of videos and live streams from other reefers. And you might even catch me in other reefer live streams, chatting away in there. Man, I hate how the camera just washes it out. I don't even have your light on, dude. Just have that light on. I should grow some plants in the back of this because I got all this light back here. What do you think? Do you want some plants, man? I should give you some plants. Little devil. Little devil. Cool. How long we been streaming? Almost 3 hours. Damn, I think I was supposed to stream with fucking... I don't know. I never got a email or text from Kevin, so we might be just doing it on Wednesdays. Reefer streams. Now that is something I could stop to. What up, Joe Petroman? Saying that you can get a better look of him while it's up here. See, he's getting pretty good size now. Mr. Tommy Lee. You want some pellets? I'll give you some pellets. I'll give you some pellets. Just a little bit. If I move the aquarium light, have it shining down in the very front of the tank, it allows me to film the fishies without it washing out the color. Backlighting. Yeah, I try that. It's just this camera has an autofocus and I think an auto spectrum adjuster or whatever. And it just doesn't do well when it gets close to fish tanks. It doesn't good when it's pretty far away, like 12 inches away. He's getting that little bump on his head. Yep, he's getting his little bump. Now, I'm almost thinking I'm almost thinking Mr. Tommy Lee here might be a lady. Almost. Almost. Because I was messing with the stick, right? Messing with the stick. You're gonna come get pissed off at the stick. See? He hates this dude. But he also started doing something weird. He started clearing off an area and it looked like an egg tube dropped. And I'm like, hold up. Back in, boss call. Oh shit. So you got a Pamela Lee. Kevin likes to sleep. Okay. I almost throw my smartphone, once a day. Being not so smart. But really expensive to keep it chiller. The waters off the west coast are incredible for aquatic diversity. It is really expensive to keep chiller. Yeah, it is. What up, Chewy? I don't think I said hi to you in there. But that's just my thing that I noticed. Can't really see him. But he's looking good. He or she. But I do think I am going to end it since we got the water change stream, or the water change done. We've been going 2 hours and 40 minutes. I think that's long enough. Anyone else that wants to do a stream? I think the afternoon is open till 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. What's your plans with Stephen and Kelly? Until then, that's the only stream that I know of that's coming up. So anybody else, get your name out there, start a stream. If people are subscribed, they will show up. And if you got your stuff on fishfam.link, most people either use fishfam.link a lot and get notifications from the Discord. If you didn't turn those off, I really do like the notifications from Discord. Or you can get notifications from the FishFam Link app if you don't have the app. I don't know how you can get the app. Talk to Matt. FishFam Link, the new sponsor of Fishtoberfest, which is really cool. And also sign up for FishFam Christmas. I get that out there. Make sure y'all don't slack like me. I'm slacking. I haven't signed up yet. Sorry, FishFam Christmas. But Debbie Holding, thank you. Everyone that stayed in here and asked questions about the reef tank, really appreciate it. And whether you're scared by it, of the bitey things, or just really enjoy watching other people's tanks, just enjoying the hobby and having a good time with everyone. So I'll be done talking and start walking. I'll see you guys next time. I don't know when the next time I'll stream. Usually it's been hit or miss whenever I feel like it. But, I'll be around. So I'll see you guys. Peace. Nope, that's leave. We want to end, not just leave.